What's up, Fab48 fans? We got one of my main boys over here, Mo Williams, Mr. NBA himself. He's out here with his team, the Mo Williams Elite. He just made it to the semifinal. But before we get to that, people don't know I've known Mo since he was like this on the AAU circuit with Chris Duan, one of the best backcourts I've ever seen. Pretty good. The New Orleans Jazz and the Panthers, we got a long history, but that's another day. Let's talk about what's going on here, Mo. Mo, your team just made it to the semifinal.
Yeah.
How you feeling about it?
Yeah, I feel good. You know, first off, it was a team from Dallas that we played, so it's a little rivalry. You know,
Right.
something to go with that win. So it felt pretty good.
What do you think, man? You think they're ready to take it to the next step?
Yeah, let's go, man. We came out here to win.
You're representing all of a sudden, man. I gotta tell you something. Very impressed with Billy and Terrence Ferguson and the crew, man.
Yeah.
How you feel about it, man? And what do you tell them?
I just try to keep them focused. You know, keep them focused on the goal, keep improving, keep developing. You know, that's the most important part. You know, these kids are still kids. You know, people try to treat kids like pros too early. You know, they're still kids. You know, they're still developing. They just got to be involved. They still got to buy into the process. You know, and I think that's a lost cause in our AAU. And that's why I came into this thing. You know, that's why I've been in this thing 4 years now. I'm just trying to change the landscape of this thing, how things are ringing.
That is a heck of a statement that he just made. And I'm not sure if y'all heard what he said. And that is that a lot of the coaches treat these guys like they're pros already, and they're not. I always remember a statement that Lamar Odom said to me. I always remember that. He said, "Coach, the reason that I love you is that you treat me like a kid. All right? You treat me like a kid." And we have to keep remembering that. We have to keep teaching. We act sometimes like they don't need to be taught anymore, like they know it all. No, we have to continue to keep teaching them and telling them right from wrong. I like that statement, man. That's a heck of a statement right there. You know what, man? I love the fact that you're here. You know, Skip to my little Rayford, he sponsored my program for about 4 or 5 years. So he came from there. Remember the days, I used to come and grab him from the street when he was shooting dice and everything. I was snatching him by the back of his neck to bring him, to the games and everything. And he said that made the difference in his life. So every time I see you guys and what you'll give back, I just think that's awesome. That feeling must be tremendous on your part.
It feels good, because one thing about it, I come from the streets, I come from a situation where someone had to grab me, and say, hey, this is another avenue for yourself. And I had to believe in that process, which I did, and it worked out for me. And I met Thaddeus Fouché, went to New Orleans and played with them, and that opened up, the exposure aspect of the game. So I have people that play instrumental parts in my career, so I wanted to give back. And obviously, we know how, kind of the AAU game goes. So I kind of wanted to come in, with just a clear-eyed view, just come in and saying, you know what, come in and I'm gonna help these kids and I'm gonna do it the right way. What that means,
there you go.
I don't know, but I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it the right way, and I'm gonna make sure these kids are going in the right direction where eligibility-wise is no problem. SAT, ACT, prep, things type thing, as far as mentorship, just all off the court things, girls, money, being treated like pros, the traps of, friends that, want to be around and just excel. And I think for the most part, that's the most important thing from the aspect of the kid. That age benefits the most in that aspect, because when a kid is good, we find so often they're treated in a way where, you don't want to piss them off.
Right.
So it's doing the kids justice because they're not getting better.
They're not getting better.
They're getting worse, because at some point it's going to come to a point where they're not going to be treated like that. It's going to be a shock to them, and they're not going to be able to adjust to that. That's a form of adversity that every kid needs to go through at a young age so they can be able to accept it and be able to kind of get out of it real quick. So if you pampering and giving a kid exactly what they want, even though you know they're doing wrong, you're not helping that kid. And in the long run, it's going to hurt that kid. So that's an aspect of when I came back and started doing this thing. We focus on it. Every one of our kids, we want to get in their mind as far as mentally off the court thing, because off the court, 9 times out of 10 equates to what you do on the court. And that's the most important thing.
That is awesome. You know what? You hear, people always going back and forth about AAU that it's totally corrupted, it's bad, and things of that nature. And I try to tell people, look, most of it is good. You have bad cops, you have bad teachers, you have those things happen. But because 5% may be bad, they paint the picture like all of us are bad. It's not true. I watched Kenny Smith here, coaching the team. You're here doing your thing. TJ Ford was here last night, coaching the team. I watched Andre Miller, do his thing here. I'm like, what are you telling me? Those guys don't know what they're doing?
Exactly.
All right? So the Skip to my lose of the world, come on now. Those guys are teaching these kids the right thing to do. Do not paint the whole picture that's all of us that's doing that, okay? So I need the public to understand that. All right? These guys are giving up their time, their money. All right? It's unbelievable what these guys do. My man could be anywhere, and he's here with these kids. That is awesome. That's why I love him to death. That's my man here. We appreciate you, man. We love you, all right? For being here at the Fab48 and support. That's the way you do every year. My man.